Bond is actually there. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Where is James Bond? He's hiding. He's been to the beach. It is too hot for Brosnan. He is within reach.
Oh, hi.
Here is James Bond. There goes James Bond. Down goes James Bond. Up goes James Bond.
Talking of which, actually, I've got a question about social media for you.
Stop
What are you
laughing
laughing
at him.
He's massive and he looks really grumpy.
I've never seen you look grumpy like that, Dredge.
That is that is accurate.
Yeah.
Go on,
This is a live video link to Dredge's actual face. No, you're so efficient.
I've not sent it to you.
Also, Zoom links don't run out after a week. You can set them up a year in advance.
I know, but what I'm saying is, life happens to people in the meantime.
Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans.
And my emails get like binned and hidden and neglected.
Yeah, we all know about emails getting binned and hidden. It happens to all of us. Today, I had it set on a 4.
I came here and I went to the loo, and it looked like there'd been some kind of beard explosion up there.
Which loo did you go to?
Upstairs.
The big one?
Yeah, the nice one.
The
one that you clean. The one.
I did my beard in the ensuite. That wasn't my beard.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I was just going to, because I was enjoying having a bushy beard, right? Bang, bing, bong, bing, bang. We are 3 minutes late. What you gotta do about it? Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bang. Whoa! I'm a cool guy. Let's get rid of that timer, because that timer is incorrect data. I'm a cool guy, because I'm wearing this. You can hear me? I'm a cool guy because I'm wearing this. Here comes Catherine. Catherine, I'm a cool guy because I'm wearing this. We got similar clothes on. Oh, could you close it, please? That's because I'm going to put that tree in there. Actually, leave it open. It's fine. It's fine. Showed it. Title is incorrect. Oh, I didn't press this button. I forgot to press this button. Refresh, it'll be good. I'm a cool guy. I'm wearing this. I'm a cool guy. I'm wearing my mask and I'm a cool guy. Just ask why I'm a cool guy. I am wearing my mask. I don't want to spread or catch the COVID. I'm a cool guy. Wearing my mask. Oh, it's hard to sing when you're wearing a mask. I'm a cool guy. Hang on a minute. Absolutely fine. Why don't we say... 12:30. I'll send the address in a bit. I'm a cool guy. I'm wearing a mask. I'm a cool guy. I'm wearing a mask. Why have I got the urge? Because it's the purge. Welcome to the purge, Catherine.
Excellent. Just in time.
Welcome. I'm taking off because I've made a rule that you don't actually have to wear a mask in my house. But I'm a cool guy. Hello, 103 viewers. What viewers you are?
The best one.
We look similar. I didn't know I wore this shirt yesterday, but I only wore it for the gaming. That was it. Didn't wear it for any. Came on for the gaming. I was topless for most of the day. I was topless. Deli, thank you for the sub. The subs count now. There was another sub. Let's find out who it was. It was Mr. Gloss. 7 months. Delith. 14 months. What the fudge? Rich just G tip. Whoa. Rich
what
G.
are you doing now?
Rich G just tipped £145.
Thank you.
What the fudge? Today's show is dedicated to Rich G, who passed away when his mum found out that he'd given £145 of her money to two idiots. What? And as a documentary has proven,
yeah,
I spend all that money on drugs. Mr. God, that was 4 minutes. No, that was Rich G. That was 13 minutes ago. I bet he tipped it. And when I didn't acknowledge it, after 5 minutes, went, screw these guys.
Yeah, everything.
Screw these guys. They don't even say thank you. Not only are we saying thank you, the whole show is dedicated to you. What's wrong, my darling?
I think.
What's wrong, my love?
I think my kitten has been taking lessons from your.
Oh, cats will be up. This is going to be a family-friendly show. The last ones haven't been. This is if you're listening to the podcast, welcome. You can play this to your kids today.
Where's the mouse lock?
If you've got cats, they will be up computers. And like if your kids in the car go, Mummy, what does be up mean? It means bess up. They bess it up.
They're really good with computers, it turns out. They know how to mess with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been messed with this morning.
Oh,
I know exactly who done it.
You've been what?
Yoko. Don't be rude. I'm talking about in a technical sense.
Oh, Yoko, you've messed up my laptop. As John Lennon famously once sang. Come on, let's say hello to the people that are here. Cherry Peapot. Sherry Peapot.
Cherie.
Cherie
Peapot.
But then put an S. Spell it SHEREE, please. Lulu Squish, new to this. Spidey Marvel. I can't actually see it. I'm just
Ryan Scattergood. Marty McFly UK. Harsh Singh. I've heard of that guy.
Amy Allington.
The Shrub Kid.
Can I just say thank you to everyone who played Fall Guys yesterday.
Apart from me, I was rubbish.
I'm terrible at that game.
What have they done it? Why have they made it really hard? It was good when it was just a bouncy free-for-all. Now it's tricky.
It was hard even when it was a bouncy free-for-all. Let's be honest. It's a tough game. Do you know what? I enjoyed it so much. I might play a bit of Fall Guys later on.
I feel like I need to practice on my own.
I might play a little bit. So click follow here, and I might play a bit later on. And you're all invited. It was great. Who was the Chips?
Yeah, Chips, man.
Who was the Chips?
Was the Chips doing some grabbing and throwing?
White Knight CD says, "Add me up, Lee. I'll lead the route." You add me up. Ryan, you weren't the Chips. Ryan wasn't the Chips.
No,
Ryan was someone else. Callum Adams. This is a shirt I bought on Facebook, and then it shrank a little bit. The white bits went pink, which I quite like, but it shrank a little bit. But I've lost a lot of weight.
You shrank a little bit.
I was 16.4 when I had this shirt. I'm 14.8. Target weight, 14.5. I'm going to do it. Just need one more dump. I like this. I'm not so keen on this.
Tough tits.
This is the rumour I've heard, actually.
Surprisingly, for a woman of my age, yes.
Sunburnt my neck.
It's one of those days when I didn't really want to put any clothes on, if I was honest. If it was socially acceptable.
TOS.
You know.
It's hot.
If we were free, if we were really free,
Wear
we would
your
all be
mask.
in the nude. Because it's just too hot for clothes on, isn't
Wear
it?
your mask. If you get too hot, I've got the AC there. But it's just a little bit noisy. But it's noise that we can cope with. Wear a mask, guys. HMAC Queen says, I thought you were on YouTube this morning. I think we're going to do most of the free stuff on Twitch. Then we move to YouTube at 10:45. That's paywall. I worked it out, right? If you sign up to the 666 plus VAT level, it's 28 pence an hour for a month. 28 pence an hour, right? But then if you include the entire back catalogue, it's about 6 pence an hour.
That sounds like a good value.
Come on, man.
I'm not good at maths, but that sounds like good value. I did not sleep last night. Me and Little ended up sleeping on the sofas downstairs. It was too hot.
I had my fan on, and I was hot, but I slept. Here's the thing. Oh, that hair looks good. Looks like a wig. I'm going to get a new weighted blanket. That weighted blanket is too heavy. That's too heavy. I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I went large, and actually, I should go standard. I'm going to get a lighter weighted blanket. I
haven't even got mine on. I mean, it's too hot for weighted blankets now. Anyway,
I need the love.
But on the feet, I have it on the feet now. Whereas when I first got it, I couldn't stand having my feet weighed down.
But my weighted blanket means I slept. Time out, FM chairman, please.
What's your problem?
Well, it's only because you called me Leanne. Ryan, you were not Callum Adams. You were the other one. If you are Callum Adams, you're getting a timeout for it. My weighted blanket meant I slept on my back. About my neck. Slept on my back. And when I sleep on my back, I have the most insane dreams. Ian, I had a dream that I was invisible.
Yeah.
Me and someone else were invisible, but we were moving along through like a place. It's normally like a weird version of Camden Market. And I don't know what my gamer tag is. You're playing Fall Guys. If you watch the stream, we'll give out the code because we're going to play private lobbies. So it's moving through like I was on rails through this thing with this other guy. And then someone had a load of...
Jazz fags.
I'm trying to keep it family friendly. I'm not mentioning it. And moving on, and we stole them, right? We just grabbed them. And people going, well, how did that happen? And then someone started walking along and going, well, I'm going to find it. And then they touched it. I often dream about difficulties flying. That's boring. Let's move on.
No.
I don't remember it. I
had my injection yesterday. Yeah, second
Number
vax.
two. This girl is double vaxxed. She's ready for the purge. She's ready to catch long COVID now.
This is where it happened.
We don't know if that'll happen if you've had your injections. I apologise.
No,
but
don't.
We are entering a very dark phase. As Limmy said today, Limmy did a great tweet, right, that summed it up. Summed it up. Let me get Limmy's tweet. It just summed up what's happening, right? Sometimes he's spot on. This Freedom Day experiment is the sort of thing the British Empire would have done to people in another country, partly as an experiment and partly out of malice. So for Boris to do it to his own, to England, it's actually quite a progressive move. Amy works with the public.
Yes.
I'm more scared than ever. What is the policy? You don't have to say where you work, Amy, if you don't want. What's the policy? Because I got a lovely email from Tesco saying, let's be overcautious. They're asking for masks. London Underground is asking for. London Transport is asking for masks. I'm scared. I'm not scared. I'm anxious around it. The purge is not my line. The purge is trending, and it's because of this. I'm anxious. I'm anxious because I am actually really scared. I don't think I've had it. I know we were a bit ill at talk, but I don't think I've had it. So I'm anxious of getting it. And you know, Boris Johnson has got it a second time, and he's had the jabs. And he says he feels a bit sick. I'm anxious of getting it. And White Knight said, I got an email from Tesco saying I was the number one buyer of Southern Fried Chicken pasta in the Maidstone area. Congratulations. And here's what I make up in my head, right? And I've made this up. I won't die of COVID because I've had the jab, but there is a chance I might get the long COVID. Or I might pass it to someone who dies of it. I don't think that's definitely...
Me? Is that the plan?
No. I don't think that's definitely going to happen. But from what I've read, I think that might be a possibility. Correct me if I'm wrong. Amy says, who works somewhere with a lot of people, a lot of public. We continue operating with additional health and... Oh, this sounds like a line, doesn't it? The company line. With additional health and safety measures in place, including enhanced cleaning, hand sanitizer stations, recommended face covering signage in indoor or high footfall areas, and some recommended. We're screwed. Have we got like one of the highest rates of infection in the world? It's Dan says, I know many anecdotal stories. One of our regulars, Ollie, they've got it. They've had it since March 2020, the long COVID.
Yeah.
I thought Boris did have it. I thought Boris was feeling a little poorly, Jim, but I don't,
I feel all right having had my second jab. Something interesting. The first jab, when I went in, the place was heaving, and I was really impressed by the poetry and motion of those volunteers and how they worked together to get us all through one
The lines are
after
open.
the other. Boom, 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 boom.
I found it really emotional, the
I
first
did.
one.
I did.
And I kept thanking them.
Yesterday, that hall was empty.
Oh, you blah, blah, blah.
It was me and the other people who were sitting on the, they kind of put the chairs like this so that no one's sitting next to each other. There were about 6 other people there. I find that a bit eerie. Maybe everyone's been done.
I like to hope it's because people have been done. I like to hope.
And on the whiteboard, it said that that centre alone had done something like 64,000 injections. That's incredible work. Incredible work.
I am too old to twitch. Mrs. I am too old to twitch. Come back. I can't get there. You could probably see it.
H. McQueen says, sorry if this is too personal, Catherine, but has the jab affected your period?
There are stories of it affecting women's cycles.
No.
There are stories of it making women's breasts slightly bigger. There's a Norwegian study that has shown that. So it could be that it has a slight hormonal effect, possibly just on women. Who knows?
Yeah.
Rather than dying, I would suggest, although I'd never tell a woman what to do with her body, its body. Sorry, let's get it correct. Its body. It's. I've really sunburnt my neck. Is it burnt?
No,
It hurts. I can't find your thing. I'm too old. Mrs. I am too old to twitch is in hospital, and said it's busy in A&E, and that's before Freedom Norm. A&E is always busy, but yes, thank you. Lisa Calver says, Mandula, any idea why the email had no paywall links for this week? The email, if you're talking about the mail out, that never has paywall links because that goes to everyone. The Patreon page, there are paywall links. If you're a 666er and above, that has paywall links, and it's pinned. I don't think you see the pin on the app, but if you go to the website, you see the pin. Look through. There haven't been many posts since. I'm trying to do less posts on Patreon.
Fewer, yeah.
No, less, because fewer would mean more. So go and have a look at that. But the email that gets mailed out, which you can sign up to, ianandcatherine.com, where you can also, I've released some more cassettes. And
of the cursed tape.
The cursed tape. And someone's bought one, so there are 4 left. I'm doing it in small batches because it's a pain in the ass to make. So I'm doing that. So ianandcatherine.com for some great merch, cameos, and the cassettes. And also, you can, if you go to contact, you can sign up for a regular email of updates. You get the schedule every week, and who knows, might send you just checking in. And it's funny because normally I forget to change the title, so quite often the title is
insert title here.
Newsletter template is the thing. I didn't know you had to do it until someone, after about 6, went,
you might want to write a title.
You might want to change that. So I'm anxious. I mean, I'm not going to change my behaviour at all. Really, I'm not going to change my behaviour.
I'm cool with how it's been.
I need to go to the chemist today and get some more tests because I was at an event at the weekend where there were about 35 men. By the way, the phone lines are open. 0203 286 6370.
You had your men's day.
I had my men's day. So there were 35 men and there was physical contact.
Not like that, you pervert.
There was hugging. I was hugging. I was holding hands. It was an AA retreat. It was a retweet and it was a lot of fun. It got 62 likes. It was an AA retreat. And I saw the itinerary and it said 11, a session of Wim Hof. Now, we've talked about Wim Hof on here. Katya, who's I hope has been deported. That's why I voted Brexit.
She's very into the cold showers and the breathing.
Then Paul came on and said, oh, no, it's great. You've got to try it. And I'm like, okay. But we had a session of Wim Hof. Guess who took the Wim Hof session? Wim Hof. Wim Hof himself. I couldn't believe it. On Zoom. And it was nuts. It's all... so breathe in and feel your belly, then your lungs. Breathe out. Breathe in. You do that for like 3 minutes. Already I'm getting a bit of a buzz. And then it's like, hold your breath. So breathe out, hold your breath. First of all, it was for a minute. Then it was for 1 minute 30.
That would panic me.
Pass out because I've not had any breakfast. And we did it, and then one of them you had to breathe in and out faster. I got to he said, hold your breath for 2 minutes. I got to 1 minute 57. And I'm thinking, this is nuts. I'm just holding my breath. And it's fine. 1 minute 57.
Did you feel comfortable or no?
Yeah, it felt really comfortable. It just felt like you're still. That's what it felt like, stillness. So I got to 157. You're allowed to breathe if you wanted to. I got to 157, and some people got to 2. Then he took it up to 2:15.
Someone passed out, right?
Someone passed out.
And what did he say?
It's okay. This is completely natural. Carry on. Someone just talk to him. This is completely natural. Carry on holding your breath. He's bonkers. He is absolutely crazy, but brilliant. I'm not doing the cold showers, although my sister does it. So he was great.
I had a cold shower this morning just because it was so sweaty, man.
And then some of us got to talk to him, and I thought, well, I'm not. About 8 of us had time to talk to him. I thought, I'm not passing this opportunity up. Yes, please. And I said, I move away because I'm going to. All right. I said, Wim, that was amazing. My kids will find it hilarious that I held my breath for 2 minutes. They're always asking, how long can you hold your breath for? Mm-hmm. I said, I was traveling through time and space. Yes, you were. That's absolutely right. That's what happens. Space. We do not understand the concept of time. We look at time in a completely different way. We think it's linear, but if you stand back, it's all of this thing. Yes, you were. It was brilliant.
Who needs booze or drugs, frankly, if you're hanging out with that
Well,
guy?
that's what it is. And a lot of people said, I used to do DMT, and that was a better high doing that. It was incredible. So I'm going to look into it a bit more, and I'm going to do more of the breathing, and I might see if I might progress to the cold showers. But I want to do ice cold bath.
A word of caution.
Yep.
Michael Sava, the one we really like.
Yep.
The lost Michael. I once did the breathing exercise in the cold shower and passed out, cracked my head open. It was brilliant.
Are you supposed to do it in the shower? I asked him, is it safe to do it on your own? Because if someone passed out, and he said, do it on a bed. Do it on a bed or a sofa, so you can go.
Yeah.
If you refresh the title, it should say now what we're doing. I forgot to update the title. We might be in the wrong category, actually. We are in the Fall Guys category.
Uh-oh.
That might explain it. Just chatting. We're getting there with the technical. So it was great. It was a really beautiful day. Chanted with the Krishnas for an hour and a half. We had some Krishnas.
I like those guys.
It was great. They weren't in robes. Yeah, not meant to be done in the shower.
So spiritual, feels like I left my body.
Then, Michael, I'm glad you cracked your head open. I hope you learnt a lesson. If you refresh, we should be in just chatting. Well, that might explain the numbers a little bit. No, I've not. I don't keep changing it back, Mandy. I haven't changed it back. I've only just touched it. I think it's just the way this is set up. It is just chatting now, but thank you. Chanted with they weren't in robes, but it was lovely. It's a little band, little guitar, bass, a squeeze bot, harmonium, little drone. These really these chaps from New York doing the harmonies. It was great. So we did one chant. I can't remember what it was. We did that, and I was thinking, this 15 minutes is dragging on. Looked at my watch, 50 minutes. Then he read a little bit from the Bhagavad Gita, and then we did the Hare Krishna chant, and then we're all up. I was up.
It's
giving
joyous.
It was great, man. It was great. Thank you, Moomin. It was great, and it was the part of the day I was thinking, yeah. Okay, but I'd made a commitment. I'm going to throw myself into everything today. And it was great. We had lovely, served up the best Krishna vegan food. They do vegan food. These lovely curries. And then we had apple crumble. I don't know if that's traditional, Indian apple crumble. TJ Beatree says, I thought you weren't using Twitch anymore. Never said that. Never said that. The free bit will be on Twitch. And the paywall, which is going to be at 10:45. So let's just set that clock now.
Do it. Are we having more of the marriage today? Because I
would like to, but people are angry that we left them hanging.
I'm angry that we were left hanging. I'm angry with Mark.
We did a little bit, and then we had a nice AA meeting in the woods. And then we did a thing where we wrote down on a bit of paper things we'd like to get rid of in our lives and things we'd like to invite.
Oh.
And then we tossed it in the fire. Magic. Grown men who'd been to prison for a long time in tears.
Yeah.
It was magic. If the Smiths, if you've seen the Hare Krishnas in Soho, have you been to the restaurant just off Oxford Street? I can't remember the name of the street. It's by Soho Square. That restaurant is amazing. Delith, thank you for gifting that sub.
Thank you.
G Cuffs, thank you for the sub. Good Buddy 781, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the subs count now. So it was a magic day, and then on the Sunday I felt really flat because it had been so. It was magic. Maybe it was because we went and saw Black Widow and the Russian accent from, what's his name? Ron Silverstone. What's his name?
Roy Winston.
Ray Winston.
Roy Winston. That was a complete my mum.
What is Roy short for?
Royston. Yeah. I only found that out because I went out with a lad who had an uncle Royston, and I went, Royston though? He went, yeah, that's what Roy's short for. Also the fact he has little legs. No, his name was Royston.
Check it out. You're vegetarian, the Smiths. I'll check it out. It's tiny, but I haven't been there for years. But the vegan, they know how to do a good curry, the Krishnas. But apart from anything else.
And also hospitality.
And do you know what the Hare Krishna chant means?
Go on.
I thought it was his name. Is it his name?
No, isn't it Praise Krishna?
No, it's not. It's engage me in service.
Oh, okay.
So it's I invite me to be of service to you. Engage me in service.
Nice.
So you're just chanting, engage me to be of service.
Yeah.
That was incredible. And then I felt a bit empty. This is us checking in.
But this is what happens with you, I've noticed. When you get a surge of positivity or happy, good time, fun times, it swings back.
Oh, but it wasn't a depression. It was a... And my sponsor messaged me saying, "Are you all right today?" And I said, I feel, I'm great. And then I wrote back saying, actually, that's a lie. I feel really flat. He said, that's perfectly normal after a day like that.
Yeah. Intense.
And it was lovely. And I spoke to people, and I swapped numbers with people. And Captain Sexy!
Oh, Captain Sexy's had some trouble with his paddling pool. He bought a great big one.
Elton John style.
No, not like that. He bought a great big one, because it was, in his words, hot as a faucet. But then there was no water in his area. So he had a big, empty...
Let's play some stuff for Captain
upside
Sexy.
down.
I was strung out on heroin.
Bouncy castle.
Put the cock on.
Who are these people? Black Bra.
Can I do one?
Yeah, put anything you want. Anything you want. We're going to play a great call from Bezic.
This one.
I forgot to pack my swimsuit.
This is how this one has to be done. Hang on.
I forgot to pack my swimsuit.
That's how that one gets done. Captain Sexy, do you know what I was thinking of you? And I'll tell you why I was thinking of you. Because since we moved behind the paywall, saddest day ever, he says, we have a few of our lovely Twitch peers have dropped off. Maybe one. One was pointed out to me. And
interesting.
And I just thought, we've not seen the captain for a while. And I thought,
I wonder if the captain still cares for us.
Well, I thought maybe he's moved on. And I get it because we're now not really Twitchers. And so seeing you is great. And I need to come and watch your stream. You need to come and do some gaming with us. We did Fall Guys yesterday. Maybe we do a Call of Duty cross stream.
Captain, I was so rubbish. It was so disheartening. I just couldn't do it.
Nor could I, but it was so much fun. So I might do some more later on. It was great fun. We might do some, we might do some spontaneous gaming streams. But we're kind of done for the official ones. I've seen that, says Captain. I love Fall Guys, but by God, that game breaks my heart. How can a kids game be so hard? Because kids are nuts.
It's too hard, man.
Here's the plan for the £20 and above. You're going to get a minimum of 2 bonus podcasts and 2 gaming streams where you get priority, as well as the Zoom meeting. But there might be more. But we've done the 2. We're going to do one. You're going to do a podcast, I think, for them. And then that's kind of it for the month, but there might be more. So that's the minimum. But next month, it's going to be goose, duck.
Look, yeah, be careful with that one.
I am keen to try that. Someone's asking what's the clock for? It's for that. Time until paywall. We go behind the paywall, guys. You want to be part of that? $6.66 plus VAT and above. We'll get you the secret link to the paywall. So that was my weekend, and I kind of, during the Krishna chant, I don't know what Goose Goose Duck is about because everyone raves about it. During the Krishna chant. Oh, Captain.
Oh, Captain, join
I'm
us.
going to sign up to Patreon now. May the gods bless you. Can we get a shout out for the Captain's channel? During the Krishna chant, I think I worked out what my why might be. Maybe we'll discuss it later because I want to settle in with it, which is unusual for me. Normally I just blurt this crap out, but I want to settle into it. I think I know what my why might be. 0203 286 6370. That's my check-in. How are you, Catherine Boyle?
I had my first weekend.
Whatever.
Kind of. Without my children.
First weekend in 12 years.
Without my children because they went to stay with their dad because we've separated. So I had been both longing...
You separated from your dad?
Their dad.
Okay.
My dad, I have separated from my dad. He lives around the corner now, but I do see him quite often and it's amicable. And that goes for both of them. So I'd been really looking forward to it because I'm never on my own and it starts to get quite stifling, right? Especially when you don't have a partner at home to share it with, right? So I'd been looking forward to it, feeling a bit guilty about how much I was looking forward to it. And then obviously dreading it as well because I'm used to having those dickheads around. I really missed them for about 5 minutes and then I kind of cracked on.
It's great because you know that they're with someone that loves them.
Yeah, and also it's really important for them that they hang out with their dad, and it was potentially getting to the point where it was becoming a big thing, and what I want for them is for it to be absolutely natural that they go and stay there, and it's like not a biggie. But it's kind of the first time since we split up that they've gone, and that they were going for more than one night, and I was worried that if it was prolonged any further, it would become a thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And already my youngest...
So when they went, Catherine...
Big bottle of drugs with no top on.
Well, wine is drugs, right? So they went, it was fine. They had a good time. I think, because what happens normally is that he has them on a Friday night. So they come home from school, knackered, grumpy, bickering. And then he has them until bedtime and then he hands them over gratefully in the morning, right? But I've said to him, that's not real life. And also you're not getting the full kid experience, right? You're just getting grumpy kid experience.
Yeah.
They had a good time this weekend. And I had a nice time too.
Well, it's Dan says it's also so important you get some time to orientate yourself. Helps you to be better with them when they come back. It is. I mean, the first night I moved out of my kids' home, and I was like, oh my God, and I so miss my boys. But also, I'm grateful when they go. Because I'm grateful when they go, and it took me a long time to not feel guilty about that. But also, it's good that I miss them because it means I make a real effort, and I would say I've been like 85% successful of being completely present for them when they come. No, it doesn't mean going out and doing stuff. And maybe at the start I did too much stuff. Now it's. We might go out and, do something small, but it's not packed full of stuff. We just hang out and watch movies and play some games. But I'm present for them when they're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nice.
When they came back yesterday, so we just started playing Fall Guys. All hell broke loose, right? The kids arrived back, so I had to have conversations I had to talk to them again, but also talk to their dad, and then the cat came in and the kittens were already out, and because normally I'm trying to keep them separate, so it kicked off a little bit, but actually she just swears at them. She doesn't actually hurt them, and she's had one cornered at one point and she didn't hurt her.
No, she's probably scared.
I think she is, but how do I get past that? They'll get used to it, right?
They'll get used to it.
There's
all
nothing
get
I
used
can
to
do
it.
to make it.
It will carry on in some degree forever. Forever.
But they actually, because my youngest was going, they're so frightened. I went, no, they're not, because they're going bowling up to her straight away.
You know what's going to happen is the girls will gang up on Yoshi. Because that's what happened here. George and Patty, great friends, and then eventually George is on his own. And it's interesting.
Now George has taken control.
Well, George is in control, but George and Big Boy are friends now. It's incredible to see. Mandula says, Joseph goes on an adventure holiday on the 25th of August, my first night alone for 2 years.
It's weird, right? Because you look forward to it, but you also feel like you've forgotten someone.
Captain Sexy's just signed up to the Patreon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Hodder says, when did you two know that you were going to work well together? Could you tell when Catherine was doing news or after she became producer? Well, you've possibly heard the story about when I went on a punt to this radio station just to ask for work, and the head of the station said, actually, we'd like you to do breakfast. I only saw 3 people that day because it was a secret meeting. Jan on the reception, the boss, and as I was coming downstairs, her. That was it. Then didn't see. I don't think I started for months. And we got on really well from the start. Kind of, we sat next to each. We had like a 3-day course on how to do radio from people that hadn't ever done radio, and we sat next to each other and had a laugh. And then very, very quickly on, we would be messaging each other about what I perceived as the ineptitude of the producer, and Catherine we would just message each other on the internal message system.
Yeah,
and
it was fun. It was funny.
It was funny.
The thing is, I'd been a presenter beforehand. I'd come back from maternity leave, and the show I'd worked on had been taken off. And they said to me, "Would you do the replacement?" And I'd said no. And as punishment, I'd been put on to produce someone who didn't like it, and because they were kind of used to talking to the producer as if they were kids. And I was like, "Man, I've done this, mate. I know exactly what you're doing." And I'll help you out.
I've always had respect for the producer.
You gotta be
Always.
so careful. And also, I wasn't one of the kids. I'd done it. But yeah, he felt quite resentful about it. Anyway, so I'd asked to go back on news because, one, they were astonished. What, you want to? I said, yeah. I just want to keep my head down. I want to come into work. I want to be able to do my thing. I want to go home. I don't want to be involved in any of this.
You don't want to present under the really strict and unpleasant conditions that we've enforced on you?
Nah. And it looked like a cop-out. But actually, best thing I ever did.
I'm grateful.
The best thing I ever did. It gave me time just to get my head together and to sort of also let them know that I wasn't going to be pushed around.
I do think that there was a higher power lining me and Catherine up. There was a higher power doing stuff that was unpleasant for both of us. You know, me losing my job, absolutely not working for ages.
Yeah.
Mandula says, first few hours are always weird, then woohoo! Gatford says, I'd love to know what... Oh, yeah, okay, this is good, because I've always talked about my perspective. I'd love to know what Kath thought about Ian when she first met him. I'd love to know that as well, Gatford.
Do you know what I thought? I thought, well, this is going to be fun.
What, Dick?
Because that place was kind of moribund. Yeah. And obviously I'd been kicked around a little bit. So I thought, oh, hang on a minute. This is someone I think I could get on with. And do you know what? When we did that course, I was gutted. I remember going home after the first day and saying, it's such a load of crap. I'm pretty sure he thinks we're all dickheads. And I really want us to get on.
I didn't think you were a dickhead. I thought the people taking the course were dickheads, and it was proven by one of them because she ended up being my boss at BBC WM, and she was the one that insisted. We had a royal expert on when William and Kate had a baby. Insisted. So we got a royal expert on who didn't know that they'd had the baby. I told him.
Yeah, I think he'd been having a poo or something.
Did you? Was Kelly Betts the higher power? Jeez, she was the lower power. Were you? Because I was... not that famous then. It kind of worn off, but I was a little bit famous.
Yeah, I googled you. I couldn't quite place you.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't be googling you.
Oh, I did.
Busted. And from then on,
I'd forgotten that. Oh, that story's going to get told a lot.
I did Google you, but I thought because I'd been doing something which was more comedy and creative before I'd come back from maternity leave.
Oh, Captain Setsy's resubscribed as well. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let us know how we can help you.
I thought this could be fun. I thought that you could bring the fun back. That was the hope. But I just had to Google you to check that you were the right person.
Today is the Purge, and I thought we'd sing the Purge anthem. Are you ready?
Coronavirus, we don't want it anymore. It's the coronavirus, take it away. It's the coronavirus, go away. I can't stand it anymore. Please go away. I can't forget the time I heard you say. It's the coronavirus, take it away. So don't go outside anymore till it's gone. We don't want it anymore. It's the coronavirus. Take it away. We don't want it anymore. Please God, take it away.
I've actually learned it is
Don't go out anymore from the man who would not stop going out.
You spell it coronavirus. Yeah. That is absolutely correct.
I saw there was a message from Sore Thumb subscription box. Would you consider doing streams? And I appreciate this defies the point of streaming without video, taking it old school, so to speak.
Come here. I've done it. We haven't done it. We should.
Yeah.
I've done it. We used to do it on a Sunday night for a few weeks. I'm struggling to be that guy. Which is interesting for me. Struggling to be that guy, and by Sunday nights I'm kind of tired. But I would like to do some more of those, like a radio show. Yeah, we've done it, and it's great. If you go on the YouTube, if you type in like TLNA FM Ian Lee, it will come up blank screen, phone in. Friday nights would be the dream. No, I'm going to do it on a Friday night. I'm going to do it on a Friday night. It's a Sunday night kind of thing. Can we listen to? By the way.
Oh yeah. By the way.
Oh, by the way.
Black Widow.
That's the name of the second book.
I was so looking forward to seeing that.
By the way,
I think she's a badass, right? Obviously, she's a badass.
She's got. It's not a badass. It's a great ass.
It's very close up ass on a lot of.
Just be careful, family friendly.
Well, here's the thing, right? I know she's great, strong female lead. Finally, we're going in the right direction. There were a lot of close-ups of women's backsides, weren't there?
Well, and what was interesting is no spoilers. The sister characters in the trailer. All the others are wearing like leather suits, and the sister was wearing like a parachute. It was like, and it wasn't very, it wasn't very figure hugging.
Destiny's Child, right? You could tell that it was Beyonce's mum that made the costumes.
Right.
I think it might have been Scarlett Johansson's mum that made her costume.
How tall is Scarlett Johansson? What's 1.6 meters? 5'3". It's the height of Bruce Lee. 5 foot. This is how I remember it. 5'3" is the height of Bruce Lee. That's how I remember that.
Good for you. But she was great in it. Ray Winston, though.
This is how I remember it. Davy Jones and Bruce Lee, both of them are 5'3". That's how I remember it. That's the
Ray
heights.
Winston, though, by the end was doing Fagin.
All right.
Don't do it because it's quite offensive.
It is
but
now,
it
isn't
was
it?
like, what are you doing? And at one point, he actually dropped his THs for an F, like a proper Cockney.
I like Ray Winston. Total miscasting for that. And also,
You thought I was going to... That's how he speaks.
And also, I mean, is he that big a star that they had to have Ray Winston? Is he that big a star that it's like, and it's got stars Scarlett Johansson and Ray Winston. In fact, it's more a Ray Winston movie. I don't suppose anyone's going, oh, I didn't fancy Black Widow, but that guy from Scum is in it. Should we go and see it?
Yes, you will.
I think
you will watch it. You will.
I think he's in Scum. It's been a long time since I watched Scum.
Yeah.
But we had a nice night out, tapas movie.
Yeah, but they
Can you
were
message
tapas,
to
weren't they?
814?
They were like fusion
You're
tapas.
furious with the
They
tapas.
were all right.
Mandula says my uncle produced Scum.
Gosh.
I tried to. This is a family-friendly stream, so I'm not going to tell that story. I once tried to watch Scum. Nah, that ain't right. Let's stop it. Tweety Bird says, I'm 5 foot. Why are we getting heightists now? We're not. Clive Parsons no longer
we're just trying to work it out because she's such a redoubtable character, but we did notice that when she stood in a door frame, there was a lot of frame above her.
I quite enjoyed it. I don't think it's the greatest Marvel movie, but I enjoyed it. I think all of the Marvel movies.
I thought she did an excellent turn.
She's great. I mean, she's great in it. And the funny stuff about the posing and all of that, I thought there were some really good bits. I enjoyed it. 2 minutes until we go behind the paywall. What is the paywall? Patreon.
Yeah.
$6.66 and above. It works out at 28 pence an hour. There's loads of stuff. DJ Blag, I produce Scum every time I get in the bath.
Dirty boy.
Here's the thing. If money's a bit tight, I would say holding off until like the 1st of August because you'll get charged today and then you get charged on the 1st of August. So I'm talking you. We are the most honest Patreons.
So honest.
We are the most honest Patreons. So I want to listen to a great call. One of my favourite callers. Now, bear in mind, there is obviously some tragedy in this woman's life. Some kind of mental health issues. But it's still a funny call. Still a funny call.
Let's hear it.
Well, I suspect we're not going to get it until the paywall. Where am I? 2:35. That's where I'm actually at.
This is where the tension gets built while he tries to work out which part of Bezic this
I roughly. This was just before. If anyone knows, Yo-Yo. If anyone knows, I think it was just before midnight at the.
Oh, intriguing.
Oh, that is intriguing.
To travel from modern times to the 19th. I don't think about it at all.
Do you wear a mask, sir?
Do you wear a mask, sir? If I upgrade from the $4.99 tier, do I just pay the difference? Yeah. Yeah, you do. And you get access to the entire back catalogue, and there's loads because we preloaded it.
Yeah.
So you get all of this month's shows and stuff that we did the month before.
What the just a minute. We need the.
If anyone knows where Yo-Yo was, thank you, Arkan. Appreciate it.
Thoroughly enjoy
I
it.
think it was close.
Team.
I have to wear a mask.
How do to Tracy?
There we go.
How do, Alan?
Oh, I'm sorry. We got the paywall coming up, guys. We have got the paywall coming up. So you don't get to hear that call unless, guys, you sign up.
When we talk about a paywall coming up, I always think of that. Do you remember Bring on the Wall?
I do. I never used to watch that, but I wish I had.
So if you're making the right shape, we'll see you on the other side.
Oh, you got a couple of... Just bear with us because I got to log in. Why is it doing that? That's uncomfortable. Am I in the right... Actually, no, I'm in the right thing. Pause. Why are you paused? Sign in again. I don't remember... got so many passwords.
This looks like...
Jeez!
They're so thorough with the two-step verification, aren't they?
I like those things where it sends a yes or no to your phone. Yes.
Now is the time, though. If you are a Patreon, go to the Patreon page and find the link.
Now, we're doing this so that the handover is dead smooth, right? But this really actually counts as part of the handover.
Yeah, it does.
So, Well, I think that's the police theme, isn't it? That's a great theme. I used to fancy all of those 30-year-old women that were pretending to be students on Police. I remember having such a crush on one of them when I was like about 7. You know when you're 7? The girls get the same thing. Not everybody, but I used to watch films or TV, and so just occasionally I would be pining for one of them, and it was one of the girls in Please Sir. And it was very powerful shiz, you know? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the paywall. I reckon I can do it in 25 seconds. See you there.